Hi, YouTubers. A trust but verified department. I have a familiar to many home investigators or researchers, a commercially available Supercap. This is an SAM NHA green cap EDLC DB, 2.7 volts. I've had this one laying around for about 4 years. Just started using it again. 100 farads, and at various temperatures. I've done a first approximation. It's a pretty reliable value there, and it's not a dud. Trust but verified department. I'm using the ZKE Tech electronic load, very cost effective. I have about 10 of these in the lab here for my students at school. And for those of you that are thinking of getting into energy storage at home or at school, batteries, supercaps, ZKE Tech, I recommend them. Now notice this is model A10H. In this lab here, I also have some A20H. You would think they would have more features. They don't. If you want to do cycles like what I'm doing here with this supercap, make sure you get the A10H. Look at Amazon to start. eBay. I'm using the EB tester software. There's an instruction manual that can be downloaded. There it is right there, the EB tester software, which we've installed. I've been using these for years. These devices, I think they're very good. And you can see that I ran 25 cycles here. It's completed now. And I programmed it for charging up constant voltage to a cutoff of 0.05 amps, 1.5, bring it up 1.5 amps. Then a little wait period of 2 minutes. Then I discharge at 1.5 amps, and I have a cutoff of 0.30 volts. I don't like to go down to 0 with supercaps. Then a wait period for a minute. Then I charge it back up. So you can see from the numbers here, the output at the top, 0.07, 0.070, 0.110, pretty good. And you get data down at the bottom, of course, on the power output. But of course, nothing to write home about getting 25 cycles. We expect to get 1 million cycles. But at least I know this supercap is functioning well, and I can show my students some very interesting features of supercaps before they make their own. And we're investigating deep eutectic liquid solvents and ionic liquids. They're not the same, but they're related. And we are preparing some on graphite felt, which has some surface area. And we do a little bit of nickel plate and maybe silver plate we'll look at too on the graphite felt as we do sandwich type supercap studies here at school. Now, over here, I am doing STEP. This is auto testing. Now, this is different experiments I've been doing. And I take a 3.7 volt lithium battery, a commercial battery. And then I do steps. So what I'll do right now is set it up. And remember, this is with the A10. See that number down there? A10. Don't get 20H. You won't be able to do cycle test or auto test. Now I'm going to go to auto test, and what I'm going to do here is I have a fully charged battery, lithium battery, and I'm going to start at 100 milliamps, and I'm going to stop the auto testing at 1.0 amps. Let's suppose I don't know anything about this battery. I don't know if it's any good. So I'll go to a cutoff of 2.75 volts for this lithium battery. And the steps will be in increments of 300 milliamps. And then I'll try to do the steps for 10 seconds. So I hope you can see that. So let me get this started. collecting real data now. And I'll be able to see how it's performing. Now I've gone up to 1.5 amps, and with this single 3.7 volt lithium battery, I don't expect that to run for 5 hours. It's not going to happen. But I can at least test the battery to get an idea of its performance if I don't know the history of it. So you can see I've already done 3 steps. And we're on the 4th now. See the power output? 0.4, 1.4, 2.2, 2.9. And it just shut down. So when I go up there near 1 amp, I'm really stressing the battery. So I've done this a few times just to show you a little bit of auto testing, automatically testing the voltage and power of power supply, in this case the single lithium battery, with different currents. So it helps to analyze the maximum output current, power points, and voltage changes under different conditions. I like the feature very much, and when I'm first getting my students involved, I want them to be comfortable with very basic battery testing, supercap testing before anything else. All right, I will keep you guys posted. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.